All right, I think we are live. Good morning and good afternoon, WHODEY Nation. Welcome back to the DCTV family, where I am your host, Drew Collins, bringing you all sports-related news here in the greater Cincinnati area. A little bit of some breaking news, not positive news. Well, it's positive, but not positive news. At least two Cincinnati Bengals players have tested positive today for COVID-19, which is really surprising because the last stream I was just bragging about how the Bengals is only one of the only organizations where they haven't had anybody test positive yet. And of course, I jinxed it. I'm sorry. And I'm not gonna go stream too long. I'm just gonna kind of go over my thoughts, see if we is anybody that is if we know who it is. I don't think we do yet, but let me just double check. So yes, if you're just tuning in, um, two Bengals players have tested positive for COVID-19. I don't think anything crazy is going to happen. There has been many players league-wide who have tested positive for it this season, and as of to my acknowledgement, nothing crazy has happened. Now, my understanding, I don't think they have announced any names of who possibly it is. So, they might down the road announce who it is. But to be completely honest, I don't really care. As the media or as a Bengals fan, it's really not any of our business. As long as those guys do their protocols, quarantine, and are healthy, then, it's really none of our business, to be completely honest. So, as a Bengals fan, prayers up to whoever it is. Hopefully they have a quick and strong recovery. And to be honest, to have the worst case scenario testing positive and the best situation of, well, we're in a bye week, so it doesn't really matter. We don't have a game this weekend. But the biggest thing you can do as a Bengals fan is get your prayers up. Hopefully everybody's good. We'll come back, be healthy. Like I said, to my acknowledgement, I don't think they've announced any names yet. I'm sure over time, it will be known. Like a player usually will come out on social media and say, hey guys, I tested positive, but I'm okay. I'm healthy. I'm quarantining. We've seen it all across the league. Many players across the league have done it. So I am not, like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be crazy. But as long as once, like I said, the players do proper protocol, which the Bengals have done a fantastic job all season long. All season long, we haven't had any issues, no fining, no nothing. Players have bought into a locker room. Zach Taylor and the coaching staff has done a great job stressing the importance to take this seriously. And it was only about time that someone was going to test positive. You have so many players coming in and out of that locker room, staff members flying all across the country. It was only about time. As of right now, I also haven't seen any findings for the Bengals, so there's been no sayings that, Zach Taylor's had his mask down, people in the staff aren't doing things correctly. So as of right now, I think the Bengals organization is good. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because we're seeing organizations across the league, the Raiders, who are losing millions of dollars in draft picks, and all these other teams across the leagues where coaches and organizations are getting fined because coaches, one, are either wearing their mask, or two, they have failed the protocols. So good job to the Cincinnati Bengals organization for really being tight and strict on this. I'm honestly not upset at all. It was only about time, guys. I mean, it's a global pandemic. But, yeah. I mean, that's really all I have about to say. I guess I'll read your comments real quick, and then I'll head up out of here. Yeah, I don't think they've announced any names yet. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if later down the road the players individually come out and say, hey, guys, I'm good. We've just seen it all over social media, so I wouldn't be surprised. So, yeah, guys, it's nothing to really stress about. Nothing really to stress about at all. And as of right now, it's only two players. So hopefully it stays that. I know it's a bye week, but we still don't want any more than just two players getting it. We don't want it to spread. So like I said, the worst situation is testing positive just testing positive for COVID. But in the best case scenario, it's in a bye week. We're not going to be playing anybody. Guys are resting. So hopefully they can stay at home quarantine. And whoever it is, hopefully they'll be ready by the time we play the Pittsburgh Steelers, because we're already down a handful of guys from injuries. Hopefully they'll be ready. And now the guys that have COVID, hopefully they'll be ready for the game as well. So now this is also something, a stress factor Bengals fans kind of have to worry about. But first comes first is their players' health. We got to remember these football players are human beings at the end of the day. These guys have families, they have kids, they have wives, they have girlfriends, they have parents. These guys are human beings, and we got to make sure they're healthy before, they can play the sport of football. Is it a positive, or a negative positive? The Bengals organization has came out and said it's a positive. So once again, we've seen across the league where they came out and said it's a positive, but then it ends up being a negative, like it's not true. So maybe that might be what this is. But even if it's a negative positive, what you're saying, I understand what you're saying. Even if that's what it is, these guys still should quarantine. I mean, we're already on a rest week anyway. Hopefully they'll be fine by week 10. True, but they'll miss Pittsburgh next week. So 2-week quarantine, I believe, is what the NFL protocol is. And I don't think so, because we've seen guys who have tested positive and came back the next week. I don't think this means they will be out for sure. As long as they have a test result that's negative before game day, they're good to play. So I don't think this automatically puts them out of the Pittsburgh game. Yeah, they will probably be back. I honestly think end of the bye week, come next week, if they obviously test negative once again, I'm not a doctor, but if they test negative before, the next week of practice, they're good to go. So it's the last thing the Bengals need. And like I said, first thing first is the players' health. Prayers up. Hopefully they're all good. Um, Yeah, about the injuries, about Jonah Williams, I will say this real quick before I get up out of here. About the injuries of Jonah Williams and the other offensive linemen, I still don't think we have any updates. Just because the social media for the Bengals is the social media team's done for the week. Like, I'm pretty sure on the bye week there's no media on like the Bengals campus. So I don't think we'll have any updates until next week at the end of the bye week, unfortunately. So unless it's, the Bengals Twitter or media page posts something, I don't think they will. But I'm sure he won't be updated on injuries till next week, and I'm sure alongside that will now be COVID updates. So stay up to tune, guys. Put your prayers up for all the Bengals WHODEY Nation and all the players. Hopefully they're all healthy and ready to go for Pittsburgh, because we have a big old game coming up here soon. So I'm probably going to get this to 10 minutes and then head up out of here. Do you guys have any other questions with everything going on? Get in the comment section and put your prayers up for the Bengals organization. And also, if any updating information does happen, get that in the comment section. I will give you guys hindsight to a video that I will have up by Monday. By Monday, I will have a 2020 prediction and breakdown video for the rest of the 2020 season. It's going to be an awesome video. It's going to be awesome. I already have it all planned out. I have all the information. I'm going to be going over anything from players to coaches to predictions to injuries. Everything is on that list, and I'm going to be talking about what we've done so far, but more focusing on how the rest of the season could pan out. And I'm really excited. So stay up to date for that. If you guys are in here, make sure you hit that like button. Join the DCTV family. We're on hashtag Road to 2K, hashtag WHODEY. So let's make it happen. Let's hit the 2,000 subs. Leave a like so more people can see this. And get your WHODEYs and your prayers up in the chat once this video goes up. Who got COVID? Like I said, we don't know yet. Like I said, I'm sure over time they will announce it. But as of right now, we are not sure who will or who has it as of now. I heard that they are thinking Mixon and Jonah are going to be good for Pittsburgh. I would definitely hope Mixon is ready by then. If Mixon isn't ready by then, I'm sure it's they probably are hiding his injury under the carpet, sweeping under the carpet, but we don't know. But yeah, I'm sure that a lot of guys will be ready for Pittsburgh because it's the biggest game that we've had so far this year. But yeah, guys, like I said, make sure you show your support on the like, hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, join the DC family. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's a short one, but I just want to get this news out. I love you guys. Shout out WHODEY Nation. Shout out to the DC TV family.